One of our toughest blue belts, great technically and athletically, and we're going to try and choke each other for your entertainment purposes, or your educational purposes rather. So what I'm doing here is trying to keep the head position. I want my forehead pointing at him instead of vice versa, so that if he gets an underhook like he has right now, it's not a super effective one. He tries to duck underneath, not a great option. And so what he's going to try to do now is open my wrist up and set up a high crotch. But opening the wrist was a little bit of a telegraph, so pulled the leg back because I figured he was going to shoot underneath. So right now I'm just trying to be as heavy as I can. He's doing a good job of keeping his butt back, so I wasn't actually able to pull his leg down, or to pull his head down. So my thought process here is kind of just see what he's doing. I'm going to give him some positions, not too much, but I want to see what he's looking for to be able to counter it. He seems to be answering my head position by ducking his head down to kind of get around my head. So I tend to, when someone does that, try to get over the top of their head. So you see he's holding my wrist there. He's holding my wrist because he knows I want to do that, and he's blocking me out. He actually gets over the top of my head, and it's at this point I realize that I'm thinking too much about filming this video, not focused enough on this roll. So I fight the grips, get out of here, and then try to get back to business. So see, I'm always just trying to keep my head pointing at him. This kind of allows me to dictate the offense. Went for an arm drag and missed it at first, but he actually dropped his defense, so I was able to get behind him. So what I'm going to try to do here is see if he wants to be brought forward or sat back. So he leaned forward real far, so we went with that. Jump on the back. You only need one hook in. My feet are crossed behind his butt, and I'm trying to keep weight over his shoulders to drag him down. He does a great job at controlling my wrist, so I can't get a good underhook, but then switch the underhook side, and he fell down so that he could roll and get on defense a little faster. So here he's leaning away a little bit too far. He was thinking too much about the hooks, so I was trying to double the attack in terms of looking for the hooks and looking for the choke at the same time. He reached back to defend, and he stuck his finger in my mouth. So I'm recovering from that slowly. Accidents happen, no big deal. So here we go. We start again. So again, I'm going to tie up with him. I like to reach over the top and give the person a little bit of a grip because, again, I want to see what they are looking for. Just comfortable enough that they want to attack, but not too comfortable. I want them to try to attack with a little bit of hesitation so that I can counter it. Again, I have the head position. I'm putting my forehead into his chin, so I have the offense. And again, he ducked underneath, which gave me the front headlock. Now he did get my leg on this one, so not awesome on me. I'm probably going to look for the guillotine here. I don't really remember, but I need to get my right leg around his body first. So messed that up. Didn't get it. Usually my go-to once I mess that angle up on the guillotine is to switch to a darce. So you see my bottom hand coming through. I'm going to punch that as deep as I can. And there we go. Lock the darce up. I'm going to keep the half guard so that he can't rotate over my head. I broke him down to a hip. I ridge in and bring his hip to the mat so that we are basically chest to chest except with his head in the middle. That's what I want. He broke his leg free. I'm trying to recover it there. See, his grip is on my ankle, trying to stop me from hooking his leg. I was able to hold on to it. We're not quite sweaty enough yet for that leg to slip. So slowly squeezing, and then there we go. There we go. So see, I take that same over the top grip with my right hand, so he gets inside. He chooses to pull guard, and so my goal here is to stay back at a range of his feet until I can get a dominant grip. So I'm keeping my feet back, and I'm looking to either get to his ankles to elevate them, or pull his head down. So he actually got the jump on me, got to reverse De La Riva. I think he pulls this off. I think he ends up getting inverted. So what I want to do is block his head, and I reached for it and missed it. So you can play that back real fast if you want to show it again. But yeah, I reached for it, and so he got to the kiss of the dragon. Okay, so now he's going to look to get that left foot so we can get two hooks behind my leg. And so I'm just trying to control that. It's a little bit of a desperate measure. I saw an opening as he switched his grips, and we were sweaty at this point. So I just pull my knee to my chest and slip the grip out. So again, my feet are trying to stay out of reach. I don't want him to hook a guard to me. So I play back and forth between trying to elevate his feet, snapping his head down, or circling to the side. Because a lot of times if you get an angle when someone's sitting, they will lay down to adjust their angle. See, like that, actually. So I'm trying to stay side to side. The more he defends one side, the more I switch to the other. See, left to right. So I circle to the right. If he defends, I either go all the way over his head or I switch back. He ends up getting pulling me in pretty good, but I end up in a headquarters position. So I'm going to try to get over his. I'm going to try to put my lat across his chest, high up in his chest, so that he can't octopus guard me. And then it looks like the round ends right there. All right, so if you like that and if you learned something from it, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to try to put these out more, get some different rolling partners, how we deal with different sizes and skill levels. Subscribe, like, hit the like button, do all that good stuff, and check out the next one.